Hey everybody, welcome to the real United States and welcome to the National Seabee Memorial. Now, for those of you who aren't already familiar with them, the Seabees are the United States Naval Construction Battalions. And as you can tell, we are right here along the highway just outside of Arlington Cemetery on Memorial Day weekend. But we're going to do the best we can. Now, the Seabees celebrated just a couple of months ago their 75 years of service. They were formed in March 5th of 1942. And the reason for this was to replace the civilian contractors, construction contractors, that had served our nation previously. There were issues about civilians not being able to resist opposing forces because they could be considered guerrillas and could be executed. So the Seabees were formed. They are a military unit and they are construction engineers. They build forward units, they build all kind of stuff. They build roadways, runways for landing strips, bridges, and not uncommon for them to be out front of the advancing forces. So make no mistake about it. Though these men, and now women, are construction engineers, civil engineers, structural engineers, construction workers, they are first and foremost soldiers and sailors. And when called upon to do so, they fight. But their primary mission, of course, is construction. Now, it isn't just construction in battle. They are involved in all kinds of things. One of those things is humanitarian aid. They have been involved in many hurricane relief efforts, all the way back to Hurricane Camille, Hurricane Ivan, Hurricane Andrew, and Hurricane Sandy, and of course, Hurricane Katrina. They were involved in the relief efforts of all of these. But it's not just domestic. They've also been called upon when our nation goes ahead and offers aid and humanitarian aid to a foreign nation that's in crisis, maybe an earthquake or a volcano or a flood or whatever. The Seabees are often called upon to go, as they did when they went to Honduras, to lend construction aid, humanitarian aid to our world neighbors. Now, if you've never heard of them, well, it's not because they're a small organization. In World War II alone, over 325,000 men served in the Seabees. Now, if you've ever seen any of the old movies, perhaps, or perhaps news footage from that era where you see they're bulldozing a field on an island in the Pacific maybe, and then going in with these large steel plates and laying them down so the planes could come in and land, those were the Seabees. That's the divisions that went ahead, the battalions that went in and did this sort of construction. And they are an enormously important part of the armed forces and the efforts that we make with the armed forces. Now, this is a beautiful sculpture. It's by a fellow named Felix de Weldon, who was himself a former Seabee. He also happens to be the artist that sculptured the United States Marine Corps Iwo Jima Memorial, which we filmed a couple of years ago. And I'll put a link to that down in the description in case you're interested in that and missed it. So both of these, and they're quite close to one another, by the way. The United States Marine Corps Memorial is only about a quarter of a mile from where I'm standing. But this beautiful statue, larger than life, of this shirtless Seabee holding the hand of a small child. And of course, these large bronze panels that depict scenes from some of the things, some of the efforts that the Seabees have done over the years. And you can see they're all involved in construction. There's bulldozers and cranes and steamrollers and all kinds of derricks they're building. So, yeah, very, very busy bunch of folks and very, very important. But as you see on this bronze panel right here, we're going to zoom in on this. You see this fella right here, full uniform, and he is carrying a rifle. So like I said, they are first and foremost soldiers, sailors, and they are here for the defense of our country. So anyway, thank you very much, Seabees. We certainly appreciate your efforts, And maybe you don't get us to say that enough, but I thought I'd take this opportunity on this Memorial Day weekend to point out the special efforts of the United States Naval Construction Battalions. And by the way, if you're wondering why they're called Seabees, because it is a petrograph of the initials Construction Battalion, CB, and so, although that's a C and this is spelled S-E-A, it is from that, the Seabees, the Construction Battalions. So that's where that came from. Seabees, can do. It's a good slogan. So I hope you've enjoyed this short visit here, just outside of Arlington National Cemetery, to the National Seabees Memorial Statue. If you've got questions or comments, I'll do the best I can to answer them. Please leave in the comment section down below. I love hearing from all of you, I really do. If you want to just stop in and say hi, that's good too. But please, drop a comment below, we love hearing from you. If you're new here, hey, pick subscribe, come along for the adventure, because we got lots more to show you. And as always, thank you for watching.